Hello, hello, hello. Mary Lou Andre back again with another edition of Beyond Dressing Well Live. We have another great program for all of you this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is the first day of fall, September 21st. I keep hearing different things though. I hear some people say that it starts tomorrow, some people say Friday, but I'm going with September 21st. So happy official fall. So tonight's program is called Fall Part 2. We did our top 10 lists with you, I think it was 2 weeks ago, and we kind of did it in more of a transition fashion where we were helping you get your mindset for fall, but we were still technically in summer. But now that we're in fall, we're going to revisit that list with some new ideas on how to take these trends deeper into the season. So before we get into all the good stuff, a couple of announcements. First off, a big shout out to Dana Katz, who was on last week. If you missed that, please do yourself a favor and listen to that interview. There were some folks that I think thought it was going to be, we did cover men's fashion, but really it was just an incredible conversation, a happy conversation about a family-owned business, third generation, and just so much sharing about what goes into really creating a brand that has that kind of longevity. We did get into the fashion tips for the guys, but I promise you it was very interesting. And we also talked a lot about weddings, which really impacts everybody. So thank you to Dana for coming on. Our 2 winners were picked. Donna Webster, we haven't heard from you yet. If we don't hear from you by this weekend, we sent you a DM. We're going to pick somebody else, but Milton's gave $200 gift certificates last week, and we were happy to send those out. So the other announcement is, of course, we are enrolling for 90 Days to Stellar Style. This is our 5th cohort for 2022. We continue to have such a blast with that program. It's our last session for 2022, so please get on my calendar, get on Sarah's calendar. What that program does is give you a roadmap to really take charge of your wardrobe and style. Every week we come on and we do so much behind the scenes to bring you great programming on trends, but that program is for you if you really want a system. We are calling it MIA, Motivation, Interaction, and Action, all in one program. So if you're somebody that would love to be paired with one of our talented stylists, be on a 3-month journey with other like-minded women in a group setting, and really be motivated to tackle your closet, understand fit, refresh your basics, use your accessories more. I'm going to show you a little bit how I'm doing that this season. Get inspired by fashion in a way that you can take action because you know what you need when you're in that program. And then you end that program with a beautiful lesson on trends. You end that program with some really smart shopping tips going forward. So 90 Days to Stellar Style. We are super pumped, super excited, super proud of that program. And we are enrolling, and it's halfway full, but we have plenty of room if you'd like to jump in. So those are my announcements. And when I was naming this program, of course, I knew I was doing Fall Fashion Part 2 a couple weeks ago, but the tagline for tonight is the joy of dressing. And how I came up with that is we are, of course, very, very busy this time of year with our private clients. And I had a few clients. I had a virtual client on Thursday, one of my great clients. We did a 2-hour virtual closet assessment, talked about what she wanted to add. We actually even used the 90 Day to Stellar Style template to kind of go through. I've been working with her for a long time, and we discovered some real gaps in her closet. So I worked with her, and then Friday, and she had come to the call saying, oh, I don't have anything in my closet. I really need to build my base again. And after we get done with that call, she was just so happy because she realized she had more than she thought. So that was kind of the first seed that was planted on naming tonight's program. And then on Friday, I was with another extremely dear client of mine who was going through some tough news. And, we were saying, should we keep the appointment? She said, come on down. I know I need to get my act together, blah, 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 blah. And she said, I'm going to be busy on calls. You can just help me get organized. And she ended up coming down. We were chatting and we started doing the closet together. I started putting new combinations and I could just see her energy coming back. And her husband came home and I was like, I got a smile out of her. And she looked at me, she said, dressing matters. This is fun. So again, the joy of dressing well. And even for myself, and I know Sarah and I were texting on Saturday, both of us had really busy summers. I had to just park myself this week and I did nothing, but I did my own closet and putting all the summer stuff away, getting myself organized because I've been here, there, and everywhere was just a joy. So that's why I named it that. And even on Monday, yesterday, I had another private client and she was a little frazzled when I got there. She was working on a deadline and we were meeting on a couple of things and I said, let's just tackle the coat closet. And all of a sudden, started Anton's Dry Cleaner, which many of you that have been on the program for a while, where I'm on their board. They have a nonprofit called Caring Partners. Their coat drive is going on right now. I said, let's just get in there and see what you have. Ended up taking half of her coats to Anton's. And what was left was just beautiful. She had a gorgeous trench coat. She's really tall. She had tied the waist, was dancing around. And I said, is this the same person that was so stressed 1 hour ago? So everything is so serious in life. If your clothes are stressing you out, we actually have the secret, that program, our individual services, our virtual services. Book a call at our calendar. We are happy to give anyone in this community 20 minutes of our time to listen, give you a couple of pointers. If you are, excuse me, if you are interested in our programs, that's cool. But really, jump on a call with us. We'd love to just give you some of that joy. So without further ado, those are my announcements and let's jump into it. So we have a cheat sheet. It's the same one as 2 weeks ago. And if you would like it, just put cheat sheet in the chat and Sarah will get that out to you. But it's our Dressing Well Top 10 Picks for Fall 2022. This has also been turned into a blog and the photos are magnificent. It is a team effort over here at Dressing Well. I usually put together the writing part. Sarah does an amazing job with the photos and our very talented web person takes it from there. So Sarah will drop into the chat cheat sheet. Just do hashtag cheat sheet and we'll get that over to you. So our number one tip on our top 10 is the Barbie core pink. Since we told you about that a couple weeks ago, aren't you seeing it everywhere? It is truly everywhere. What makes it new is it's not usually a color that you see introduced in the fall. It's also, Barbie core is as much an attitude as it is a color. But if you're just focused on the color, it's really just another way to say hot pink. So 2 weeks ago, I opened our show with this hot pink blazer. And if you remember, I had on a white t-shirt. It was really hot. And how you can use the same jacket. Remember, we're all about, hello, Linda Hunter, I see you peeking in there. Hello, Sarah, I see you. Just putting this little black, lightweight jersey turtleneck underneath with the gold buttons. I did have a gold chain in my hand. I don't know what I did with it, but a gold chain, some skinny black pants because the jacket is quite long and it's a completely different look. So I love this jacket. It fits me perfectly. And with the black, it just looks more fall and frankly, winter ready. So the Barbie core pink is also another way to do it is how I'm wearing it is to pull it. See the pink in this print? And I love this taupe jacket. It's leather. And look at how great the taupe looks with the pink. So those are a couple of ideas if you're really liking the trend. If you don't like it, stay away. But I'm seeing it everywhere. As you know, when I look like a color, I start going through my jewelry box. I found these little, I usually wear these in the summer, but they really look nice with the tan and again, the gold. That's a fun way to do it. A necklace I found in my wardrobe that I don't really wear too much. I can definitely put that on with that black turtleneck as well. And of course, if you don't want to really be married to the trends, little bags like this MZ Wallace. I know Sarah's a big fan of these bags. You know, just adding a little pop. And of course, the way to wear these bags is way up here right now. Gets the job done. So that's the Barbie Core Pink. And for those of you that have already gone through our Stellar Style program and are members of our Stellar Style Inside Out, Sarah did an amazing tutorial for that program on the top 10 last Thursday. And she actually did a really deep dive on how the stores, vendors, designers get their inspiration for color and how it carries through for the season. So again, if that's something that you like, I think our programs would be really, really wonderful for all of you. The next one is the shoulder pad t-shirt. And if you remember, I didn't have one, but I went on a mission to find one, and I found a really cool one that was, honest to goodness, $300. So I love you guys, but I'm not spending $300 on a t-shirt. But this is the shape. This is in the early fall, you didn't have the sleeve. This is a shoulder pad sweater. But if you can picture this without the sleeve, that's what the shoulder pad t-shirts look like. My client that I had on Friday, I just wanted to take it right out of her closet. She had a really cool black shoulder pad t-shirt. We put it on with some parachute pants with a tie waist, really edgy sneakers, and for a layering piece, she had a couple of black leather jackets that the shoulder pads could go under. So it was just such a great look. As we go into the season, the shoulder pads are still very popular. You're going to see them on sweaters. So that's the shoulder pad trend. And again, they're meant to really stand on their own. So if you're looking for maybe to zip up your Zoom attire, you're a little bored with your Zoom tops, maybe getting a nice shoulder pad tee if you can find one, or shoulder pad sweaters, which really are everywhere. That might just do it for you. So the third trend is the paper bag pant. And I got feedback from a lot of you last week that you loved that idea. So the way that I showed it last week, where did I put it? These are my little paper bag pants. I love them. I'll tie them for you. And I bought these in, excuse me, I bought these in Florida and I wore them all spring. I wore them in the summer. They're very lightweight. I had them on last week. The weather's starting to change here, so I can still wear them because they're dark color. And I might put tights on with them and ankle boots through the winter. But the ones that I just picked up that I absolutely love, and again, allows you to carry the trend forward this fall, are these brown leather paper bag pants. I don't know if you can see if I'm tying that well, but aren't those great? And just look at how nice the brown looks with the hot pink. That's also a nice way to carry that Barbie core hot pink, whatever you want to call it, right into fall. And of course, not just are the shoulder pads big right now, any kind of interest on an arm. So this is just a little top from Ann Taylor, actually. Love the color, love the sleeve, and you can actually get it on under a jacket. So those are the paper bag pant. What's next? Oh, the croissant-shaped bag. I went on a mission to find a few more. If you remember, I showed you this one from Marshall's. I still have it. This is that croissant-shaped bag that's really popular. And a lot of times what we do with clients when we find the shape that they like is we get it in black, because who can't use a bag in black this time of year? And then we might add it in, you know, a second color. So this is white, it's kind of a creamy white, but just think how cute that looks, you know, even on, you know, like what I'm wearing today. So I wanted to show you those. Just again, the shape of the bag is what makes it new. And I think in the summertime, we all tend to wear smaller bags. I know in the fall, the winter, I tend to go up just a notch because I have more stuff that I'm carrying around, and the weight and the size of the bag usually connects to the garments and the fabrics of fall. So that's what I wanted to say about the croissant bag. The tuxedo stripes. If you remember, 2 weeks ago, I showed you my favorite tuxedo pants, and early fall, I'm likely to wear this with a white shirt, some loafers, and going forward, and I meant to bring it down. I think it's still away with all my sweaters are packed away. Some of them are at Anton's. I usually bring all my good sweaters to Anton's and then pick them up. Usually October 1st is when I get my sweaters out. Note to self, call Anton's and make sure they're ready for me to pick up. But I have a, I've actually worn it here on my couch for all of you, but I have a really beautiful gray cashmere sweater with some sparkle that I wear, and I have some gray ankle boots. These are cropped pants, these tuxedo pants, so I really love how the ankle boot fills in when it's a little bit cooler. And then, because the tuxedo trend is so big, and if you're somebody that knows you have events coming up, I have a November wedding, I have some other events. We're doing a retreat with a group of clients in November where we have a holiday party here at Dressing Well. So I went into my closet and I just grabbed all the things that I have with a tuxedo kind of flair. This is one of my all-time favorite skirts. I've had this for so long. It's Halston. And I just haven't worn it much. By the way, skirts are also coming back. I've seen a lot of skirts in the marketplace. But it's got the two-tone on the back, so that gives it that tuxedo feel. And then I have this little jacket that I've had forever that has that tuxedo feel. And then I forgot about these pants. These have been hanging around for a while. And they've got the tuxedo band. I love that they have this little pattern. Hello, Ellen Jacobs, winner of one of our Milton's $100 gift certificates. Congratulations, Ellen. Thanks for always showing up for us. And they've got a really nice texture. So just fooling around for you guys today, I put together 2 new outfits. I can do this jacket with both the skirt and the pant and get that, and this jacket is really old. I mean, I don't even remember where I got it. But again, it just, both pieces go with the jacket and with the tuxedo, black dresses being back, I'm ready to go. Where black is not my best color, I usually will do it with some gold jewelry. So that's what I wanted to say about the tuxedo trend that I mentioned before. And oh, the textured sweaters. That was one that came from Sarah. She is our go-to sweater weather gal. But it's the same thing. It's just the textured sweater. I always, and I'm going to show you my new coat, but I always early in the season buy a brand new sweater that I love. And I usually get a new coat that I love and a pair of boots that I love. So those are kind of my 3 add-ons every year. So I really haven't, I actually did find the sweater. It's not down here. It's upstairs. I got a cream sweater just because I love how bright. It's very simple, but it's got buttons. It's got a really unique collar. It's going to look great on Zoom. It's cream. And sometimes I can't wear a cream sweater because they're too see-through. This one's got a thickness that I really love, and I can wear it on its own, and I can also wear it with a shirt underneath. So I'm really happy. I didn't bring it down, but that's what I mean about sweaters. And again, this is another of the pink. I was grabbing everything pink. So look for ones with some fringe, shoulder pads, interesting arms, but adding a new sweater that you love is a great way to up your casual vibe this season. And the next one is, oh, the slip-on loafers. are still everywhere. And I wanted to show you, I got this new pair for me, this little backless one. The problem with these slip-on, hello Lori, thanks for coming, hello Rose. And these won't last too long, but they're so great for October into November when you live in New England. We have lots of people here from many different parts of the country, they might be just right for you. And of course, as I said with the tuxedo stuff, here's a little jazzy. I was trying to get some loafers that had a little bit of bling, but if you know you have a lot of holiday parties and you're really done with heels, you know, grabbing these things while they're new in the store is a good strategy. Velvet is everywhere. I had these on with, I have this on with this outfit tonight. Again, the gold, and that's how I can wear this pink, is with gold accents. And of course, if you want some height, I just bought these for myself. These are like a loafer with heels. I saw a lot of platform loafers. So for a lot of clients that want height, but they still want comfort, some of the platform or the wedge heeled loafers are the way to do it. Those transitional shoes are tricky. I guarantee if you have some loafers that you love, going away with my mom and my sister and my sister-in-law, we're going to Ireland, if you can believe it, in a couple weeks, and I picked these up for my mom. There's a little bit, it's going to be really rainy. This patent will be great. She wears a lot of black and white. She's very dark Irish. Talk about someone that looks great in pink. But this little bit of a heel, the patent leather, and these are Clark's. So I know that they'll be comfortable for her. So that's what I wanted to share about loafers. The next one, number 8, is the little black dress, and I showed you some of my favorites in my closet last week. I actually lent Sarah that really cool one with the fringe. She went to a wedding. I'm like, please borrow it. I bought it and only wore it, I think I've worn it twice. I might be wearing that to a reunion that I have coming up. But the other idea with the black dresses right now is I love a black knit. I have a long black turtleneck knit. It's at Anton's, waiting to be picked up for the season. But this is one that I wear pretty much all year round. It's a lightweight. I wear it with tights. It goes under a jacket. And the other thing I love about these dresses, if you're somebody that is still on Zoom a lot, but you're back to in person, you know, having a dress like this is very comfortable at your desk all day. And then you can run around and look really presentable when you need to. So we're adding lots of dresses for people that are still on Zoom. And I think all of us are still on Zoom. As a matter of fact, I was just writing the October blog, and it's going to be on Zoom style. I think we all need a refresh. So stay tuned for that. So that's what I wanted to show you with the black dress. I also saw this other little knit dress, and again, it's black, but it's got the pink. Look at it with this little jacket, my new favorite pink jacket that all of you guys went crazy for. So that's another way to add the pink. You could do black boots, you could do brown boots. Again, the gold with the gold buttons. When you get really organized at home and you get focused on a color that you want to add, a couple of new base pieces, tie it to your why. I'm on Zoom all day long. I deserve 5 new tops. I need comfortable because I love my leggings, but they're not going to cut it if I have to go from my desk to a big meeting. You get the gist. Some of us work in environments where the leggings are just fine. And again, 90 Days to Stellar Style takes you by the hand. You are paired with a stylist. You're getting the lessons in a fun group setting, a lot of Q&A. Then you meet with your stylist privately. She helps you to get rid of those things that are holding back your style, that don't owe you a nickel. We retire things with respect in that program. And then it's really easy for her to help you identify some really cool pieces. And of course, that program comes with a set of 7 to 10 shopping links every month. Okay. Sorry, I digress, but it is our last program, and if this is all making sense to you, the reason I'm able to add things so strategically at a very wide price point is because of how organized this program. It's what the philosophy I teach and practice allows you to be. So we're coming up right on the clock. So let me go quickly on the next two. The brooches. Sarah did a beautiful post. For those of you that missed it, I think she posted it last Saturday, but she asked a question about pins. And of course, it was a nod to Queen Elizabeth, but people came back with such awesome comments on that. But they are back. They are everywhere. I've seen them at every store, antique place. SD is another great source for them. And somebody posted in the group, which I thought was an amazing idea. I'd never seen it before. She has a shape of a Christmas tree filled with all of her Christmas pins. I think they're from her grandmother or something like that. So get them out, look at them, get them repaired. Somebody else asked, don't they wreck your clothes? They certainly can. So what I try to do is put them on, like I wouldn't put it on this leather because excuse me, it would make a hole. But if I have like a boucle that you can't, boucle is more of a tweedy, we really can't see the hole, that's how I do it. And of course, winter coats can usually handle a pin really well too. And last but not least is the trench with a twist. And I showed you a lot of my trench coats 2 weeks ago. They are by far my favorite transitional coat. And I just got this one. It's going to be raining tomorrow, and I have a meeting down at the Cape, so I am going to wear this. I love an animal print, and I think this one is so different. So it is going to be raining and cold. I'm going to probably just wear a black top, black pants, black loafers because I can walk in them, and then I'm having dinner, and I will put on a beautiful top, black pants, and heels. And of course, when you have a coat like this, it's just a great way to make an appearance, make an entrance, feel really great. And if you can see it, this one's on the long side, and it's actually a little bit heavy. So it's a favorite designer of mine, and I was eyeing it. And I also last week had on the matching shirt. So I will likely wear this to dinner. I'll likely put on a gold necklace just to give it a little bit of razzle dazzle. But I'm going to Chatham Bars Inn tomorrow for a walkthrough. We're holding our second annual retreat for our leadership circle down at Chatham Bars. And when the weather turns, which it always does, having something in your closet that you love and it's new, and again, I'm not adding that much this year, so a couple of splurge pieces for me. And of course, we didn't wear our coats a lot, so I am a coat girl. I love having coats. And even when my kids were little and I was just this, weekend warrior getting everything done, I would often have a really great coat like this, put my yoga clothes underneath, go to yoga, go to the grocery store, and always just feel like $1,000,000. So that is my trench with a twist. I hope you like it. Hello, Karen Bicknell. Thank you for coming. So that wraps our show for tonight. I hope I gave you 1, 2, maybe 3 or 4 fresh ideas that you can do in your own closet. Again, we are enrolling in 90 Days to Stellar Style. It is our last session for 2022. We would love to chat with you about it. And again, thank you so much for showing up for us, because as you know, when you show up for us, we show up for you, and we have a rocking good time. So that's it for tonight. Hope you all have a great rest of the night, and we'll see you next week. Next week, we're going to bust some more fall style myths. So it's going to be a great program, and I hope you can join us. Okay, thanks to Sarah for manning the chat. Thanks to all of you for showing up, and we'll see you again next week. See you later. Bye-bye.